So you will not believe this? I couldn't believe it myself. Just when things were looking so bleary and bleak, the man comes up to me and he says, "Hey, buddy, it ain't right, you know? You gotta pretend you're not as smart as you are, or that you don't have the power of speech, and that you haven't mastered the art of linguistics. I'm gonna leave your collar on when Madame Yes comes over today." And I looked at him and I said, "It's making me so happy that you would allow me to finally present myself as I truly am to your new friends." And the man said, "No problem, buddy. But listen, be on your best behavior, okay? No funny business, especially with that little girl dog. We don't want any little girl dogs running around. You know what I'm saying?" And I said, "Eesh, God, don't worry. I mean, you know, and despite the fact I'm already neutered, I'm not going to be trying to do any dry humping or anything like that. So you don't have to worry." And, you know, I don't know if you want to do a little math in your head about the whole thing, but I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. Asymmetrical simulation. Never mind. I'll be on my best behavior. I'm so happy I got to wear the collar. And the man said, "No problem, my friend. They're going to be over in just a few minutes." Well, time passed by. We each had a drink. The man had a bourbon on ice, and I think the main thing he was breaking in to the Madame Yes was that he likes to drink a lot of bourbon, and he was using me as a dog who could talk as a smoke screen, because he probably already had a couple bourbons to work himself up to the whole thing, and he was sitting there languidly having a bourbon, and he had put in a lovely steel bowl, beautiful, metal bowl, beautiful. He put in a nice, I don't know what it was like a vodka Tom Collins. It was really good, and I had a buzz. Well, Madame Yes comes over, and I try to get, sit up more formally. I said, "Madame Yes, heretofore I have not spoken to you, but this evening I would like to say, good evening, my dear. My name is the dog, and yes, your ears do not deceive you. I can speak." Madame Yes is from Russia. She didn't give a crap. She looked at me like I was, looked behind me. She looked through me. She looks at the man and says, "Where I come from, we have talking bears. I'm not too impressed with a scrawny dog talking. We have talking bears." But you want to know who was impressed? That little girl dog was impressed. She froze in her tracks. I never seen the little girl dog settle down like that before. She was frozen. She was mesmerized. And I looked her dead in the eyes like, "Yeah, honey, I can talk." And she kind of cowered behind Madame Yes. Madame Yes was already heading to make her own bourbon, and she was sitting down. They had never drunk bourbon. Madame Yes was going like, "Thank God, we're going to finally drink some bourbon." And that was the whole thing. The man was going to use me as a smoke screen to break Madame Yes in the fact that he really likes to consume bourbon. And that was his way of throwing that whole thing in there. But lo and behold, when it really came down to, Madame Yes wasn't really that impressed. I didn't really have that much to say. But that little girl dog was shocked, and she stayed in her place that evening, believe me. And I was so happy that now I could be myself. And my dog collar, But the funny thing is, I'm going to tell you, that little girl dog, she was eyeing my collar the whole night. She was eyeing my collar the whole night. And by the way, let me tell you something. They didn't get crazy, but they were very, very, almost like morose. They were almost like statuesque. The man and Madame Yes, they sipped a lot of bourbon languidly, but they did it over a long period of time. I mean, when they got up to go to the bathroom, it looked like they had invisible hula hoops they were trying to keep going. They were like swaying in the middle, and like catching themselves. But they had a wonderful time. I mean, there wasn't a lot of conversation, but, and the little girl dog, she was like sedate, which was wonderful. It was the best evening I ever had with the two of them, believe me.